This shit actually happened to me. When I was about 15, me and my friends decided to go camping in the woods behind my house. It's a fairly large forest of about 17 square miles, almost untouched. No trails, no dirt bike tire marks, no random hicks looking to shoot you for being on their private hunting property. We packed up all of the shit we needed: tents, sleeping bags, a lighter, etc., and I carried my great knife, and we walked for about a day. We then decided to camp in my least favorite spot in the woods. See, if you went back far enough in my woods, you'd find a bunch of animal heads on sticks. They liked creepy shit like that way before I started to get a kick out of it, so I was outvoted 2-1. I made an executive decision that I got to carry anything I could kill something with then. So we set up camp and cooked hot dogs over the fire and shit. Russell even caught a snake and decided to eat it. He always was a little strange. As soon as it started to get dark, we piled a bunch of twigs and wet sticks on the fire so it would burn for longer, and we decided to split up and explore around. See if we could find anything scary or downright terrifying. I found nothing, Corey found nothing, Russell found a squirrel hanging from a tree on a noose. Weird people live out in those woods. So, eventually, we all got tired of sitting around and losing the game and talking, and we were just normal tired. Corey and Russell went to bed, but if anyone here knows me, then you know I'm an insomniac. A really bad one. So I sat up in my tent, keep the fire going, watch the stars. It was lonely. Until I actually fell asleep. I woke up in my tent soon after, however, to the deafening sound of utter silence. It was fucking horrible. There was this sound of a high-pitched screeching in my ears as they rung with total quiet. Then, suddenly, even that sound disappeared, and the forest around the tent seemed to be stifled, as if trying to control its breathing, so something couldn't hear it. I held my breath, reaching under my pillow for my great knife. Something was in our campsite. I couldn't see it. Couldn't hear it. Couldn't smell it. But I could feel it, kind of like sense it. Like if it knew I could sense it in any other manner, I would die a death legendary in hell. I flattened myself against the floor and prayed to anyone who was listening that this would pass soon. It didn't for an hour, almost. When the sun finally came up, I burst out of my tent, ready to do whatever I had to do to escape the fear. And found that Corey and Russell were still asleep, and there was nothing there. Whatever it was, it had left with the coming of daylight. I woke them, and we left right then. I've never gone back and I never will. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe.